The Bobcat Forestry Cutter is a complete tree and brush management tool. If the job is selectively removing trees from a building site, clearing a right-of-way for a road or utility, or creating a fire break through thick brush, the Bobcat Forestry Cutter can do the job. The Bobcat Forestry Cutter is available for use on larger skid steer loaders, compact track loaders, and the all-wheel steer, equipped with high-flow auxiliary hydraulics. It is offered in 50-inch and 60-inch width. The 50-inch width allows this cutter to get into tighter openings and allows the operator to be more selective while cutting. The narrower drum also has a shorter recovery time when compared to the 60-inch model. Check with your Bobcat dealer for the model and options necessary for your application. Before the forestry cutter is used, the loader must be equipped with a forestry application kit that protects the operator and the machine. Clean debris, leaves, branches, and flammable material from the loader and cooling system daily to prevent overheating, loss of performance, or engine damage. See the Forestry Cutter Maintenance DVD and Operation and Maintenance Manual for the proper cleaning procedure. When operating the Bobcat Forestry Cutter, keep bystanders far away from the unit, as debris can be thrown several hundred feet. To selectively remove a tree, the Bobcat Forestry Cutter should be raised to full height and driven forward to cut off the top of the tree. Then the standing tree can be shredded to the ground by driving into the tree, backing up, lowering the attachment 12 to 24 inches, and driving into the tree again. This method assures that the RPM and torque of the rotating drum and the Bobcat Forestry Cutter will be maintained. Depending on the size and density of the tree, other methods may be used. For smaller trees or softer wood, it is possible the Bobcat Forestry Cutter may be lowered continuously. The forestry cutter can be used on trees from 4 to 12 inches depending on the duration of the work. To shred the top of the tree which was initially dropped to the ground, lower the forestry cutter to the ground, roll back slightly, and drive over the tree. If mulching is desired, raise the Bobcat Forestry Cutter about 12 inches, then tilt the attachment slightly forward, driving in reverse over the material. This will throw the material against the counter combs on the back surface of the cutter housing, reducing the particles to mulch. Lowering the optional front gate will help retain material when finer mulching is necessary. The Bobcat Forestry Cutter also has the ability to till the mulch right into the soil. Whenever operating the Bobcat Forestry Cutter, be sure to check the work area for overhead wires or other obstructions. Large sections of downed trees or branches should be processed into shorter sections or chunks before attempting to mulch. This is best accomplished by quickly dropping the forestry cutter onto the tree to make chunks that are only a couple of feet in length. When trees are lying on the ground, just drive over them with the forestry cutter and rip them to shreds, or tear it to pieces by repeatedly hitting it from the side. Again, size and density of the material will dictate the method of operation. The objective is to keep the RPMs of the rotating drum high so momentum and torque are not lost. Keeping an eye on the pressure gauge mounted on the Bobcat Forestry Cutter allows the operator to see when the drum is approaching relief pressure. If this happens, it will cause the hydraulic oil to bypass, generating heat and losing productivity of the drum. For removing brush, the forestry cutter is raised above the material, lowered, then driven over the material. The 50-inch or 60-inch cut makes short work of the brush that can clog a road or disrupt electrical or telephone service. This same action will create a fire break that can protect homes and businesses from wildfires. With this versatile tool, it is not necessary to take the tree or brush to a chipper or a burn pile when you can take the Bobcat Forestry Cutter to the tree or brush. The final product is mulch that can be tilled into the soil or removed with a loader and bucket. The Bobcat Forestry Cutter is a very efficient method of dealing with unwanted trees and brush. Looking over the site now that the Bobcat Forestry Cutter has done its job, trees have been selectively removed, stumps have been removed and mulched, the road has been widened by removing brush and trees. This could be done for utility clearing or for developing a fire break also. This site is beginning to be developed into a productive, efficient horse pasture. It is being done with a loader and Bobcat forestry cutter. No chipper, no trucks for hauling, and no burning required. One person with a Bobcat loader and Bobcat attachment can do the whole job.